Hi guys, it's Sunday afternoon. Say hi, Duke. Say hi. Hi. Oh, this is a good dog. It is about 70 degrees today, and tomorrow night it's going to be 12 with some possible snow and wintry weather. So I thought I would kind of show you guys how I'm preparing. The boys are doing some dirt work in hopes to get some hay bales out to the cows today. We've actually not been able to feed them any hay yet because of the flash flooding that we had several weeks ago. Washed out kind of a dam and bridge area that we had, and so it's been kind of a mess. And they have some dirt that got delivered on Monday, which was a funny story. So that's what they're working on, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do for everyone else. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take some straw and put in the pig house. Okay, so we got hay in the pig, or straw, not hay. See, this is what happens with hay. You can see it just kind of absorbs all the water and the mud that they drag in there. My chewing pig. Hi, little piggle. Hi, big piggle. Probably gonna add one more flake to this. And then the other thing that I've got to work on are these puck heaters. So these are stock tank plastic tank de-icers. So they will turn on at about 40 degrees and keep water from freezing, so that they'll always have water. It's really important that everybody has water. It's how they regulate their temperature, by staying hydrated. So I've got all the stock tank, the de-icers out, and in the water bucket. So I've had to swap out this bucket for this bigger bucket just for the time being, for the tank de-icer, because it would take up the whole bucket. This one has been freaking me out today. She got her leg stuck right here in the fence today and hobbled around for 20 minutes and made me think that she had broken something. So in here, instead of straw, which I'll probably still put some straw in for them, but since I'm mucking it out all the time, it doesn't really work. So all this waste that they have, as long as it's dry, we're going to leave it in here. And so that will give them a little bit more insulation against the cold. All the hay feeders will be filled up. And the other thing that we'll do is everybody will get fed tonight as well as in the morning. So we will feed twice a day until the temperature kind of stabilizes. They can handle the cold just fine. Cold's not really an issue for them. They will grow a nice thick winter coat. The straw. Do not think the dude at Lowe's gave me the best he could have given me. It's just like coming off in half flakes. So we'll just have to do. So the issue is that it's literally 70 degrees right now. And tomorrow it will be below freezing. It will be 12 tomorrow night, or 14. It's gonna rain. So it's all gonna freeze. All of the wetness will freeze, which is not good either. Oh, they're so excited. No, Zelda. No, stay, go back, Patty. Okay, so this is what has just happened. She thinks she's gonna go over here and get milked. Here, type some more. And these guys are already super happy about all this straw. Look at that happy piggle. Oh, everybody's coming in now. Okay. This is not gonna work. No, no, no. Get down, get down. Worthless goats. No. Not what we're doing. Okay. Goodbye. Nope. In. No. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. The straw. So now they're mad because I had to use grain to get everyone else in. Not really want to be attacked by a pig today. But that should keep them pretty good and dry and warm. Good thing is, they're not the fastest unless they're wanting to run away from you. So anyway, now that all these rascals are back where they go. So, bigger heater for the puck. And this one, there's already an extension here. They're so ridiculous. Cord run here. So I don't have to worry about that. I won't plug these in until I leave for work tomorrow. They won't turn on. They're not supposed to turn on until it's cold. But ours are kind of old. They really only last about a season. So these guys have one. So now I've got to run some extension cords. So I have this one, which needs to be taped up in like a million spots, that I'm gonna have to use over here. And I'll run a different one for pigs because this is not a very long stretch. So the tank heaters will keep the water. Seriously, in this big house. Yes. This is so funny. So they are really excited about their straw. So they're just in there all snuggled up even though it's warm. It's warm. Piggles don't need to be in their big ol' house. This one I'll probably have to stuff it again tomorrow. So now I need to find some extension cords. I've got one up on the porch right now because I'm pumping water out from underneath our house, which is kind of a hot mess. But I should have a big green one. in here somewhere I haven't seen, so I'm a little bit worried that it's been carted somewhere to be used. And oh, there's one. Okay. This is what I used last year. And it wasn't green. I remembered it wrong. We do have a green one, but I think it has been, it's like permanently somewhere right now. Okay. So what I have to do is run an extension cord from the house down this fence to this buck heater. Oh, what Duke's doing over there? Sit down, buddy. You can see they're working on the dirt work. I'll walk over there and we'll look at it. This water is all water we have drained out from underneath our house today. So we drained it from the crawl space out here all the time, guys. Poor girl never gets a rest, and she's not even a goat. He never stops. Bean was pretty chill. This dude, there's an intensity, and it's really just gobbles. He's not that crazy about Princess, which I think is pretty funny. So Duke loves being on top of the hay bales. You can see everything. These two think the straw is hay. I don't know if you guys can see them because they're black. You can see Gobble's ear tag. They're in there trying to eat the straw. This dude. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. I just hung it up just to keep it off the ground on these T-posts. The goats usually won't chew on it. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive for goats because they kind of chew on everything. But try to hang it like on this side of the fence so then at least it's not so incredibly tempting for them to chew on. I usually don't mess with it. The girls probably would. Then again, they were in this pasture all last winter. Bean's over there eating some hay. And so I see this only goes to right here. And what I will do is take this extension cord and hook to it. Probably not the safest thing in the world. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So here's our water. So we got a sump pump in here in our crawl space that was like full of water this morning. And Jeremy's kind of dug a little hole over there so that all the water is over there. And it's just pumping out and then draining down this way, which kind of sucks for them because it just puts all this water in their pasture. But it's the only way that we can get it to drain like out this direction instead of coming back toward the house. It's the joys of this very sharply sloped metal roof that we have. So I'm gonna get electrical tape and tape up this extension cord because it has got some cuts in it, and just have it over here ready for in the morning. Like I said, I'm not going to plug them in right now. I don't want to waste the electricity. And then for reference, I don't know if I've talked about this, so what we'll do tomorrow night is this is a heater and we'll turn this on, and then I have a little space heater over here somewhere. So we'll take this little space heater and plug it in over here and put it directly on the pipe. I'll put it like in the back over here on the pipe for this sink to keep it from freezing. We'll keep this closed up this heater running and that heater running, and that usually is enough. Duke will be so excited that it will be cold. What did I even come in here for? Electrical tape. To be his kind of weather. The kitties will get in that straw and hay and in with the goats usually, or with the dog, and that will keep them plenty warmer. Old cat we used to bring inside. These cats are not super into that. What is it with you guys in this door today? People keep getting locked in there. I don't know. Okay, so I've got this extension cord ready. It's right there ready to be plugged in. And I didn't have to use all of it, which is nice. So all the excess gets to stay here. Jeremy took these old, there used to be a gate on this barn, and just the gate, screwed 2 gate hinges in and wrapped it, and that's been really nice. We use it for this air compressor usually, for tires and such. And then I just use some of the nails on the outside of the barn to keep it hung up and out of the water. Probably could pull a little bit of this back and tighten it up a little bit. Go see. Just so it's not, there's no reason for it to be like super tight, but this just, since it's got so many areas that are taped and water tends to stand right here, that will just keep it up out of the water, and it'll keep the connection out of the water. And what we'll do is we'll have these plugged in for about 3 days, and then the temperature is supposed to be a little bit more normal for November, which is like 50s and 30s. And I think, there we go, so tighten that up a little bit. We'll unplug them and we'll wind up. We will probably leave, hi Nanny Bear, the extension cord out there. This one is already here for the camera, so we won't move it. Ooh, hello. So we won't move it, but this one I'll wind back up, and we'll leave the puck out. We just won't leave it plugged in. So I'm gonna see if I can walk over here and see how the boys are doing with the dirt work. So I don't know if I've talked about this before, but this pond, the previous owner had many more cows than we did and a lot more land. And there was a drought one year, and he dug it out too deep and dammed it up on the side so it wouldn't drain. So we've had some major flooding issues the last few weeks. Backs up, floods our neighbors, or back up here, floods our neighbor's yard over here, and then it comes this direction. And then it flows over a low spot over here, which creates like a giant crater. And I've got a goat. That is not where he needs to be. And the boys are not paying attention. I'm gonna go close this gate because he's about to come to me. Okay, so I got the gate closed. Let's see if I can get them back over here. Bean! Come on! Come on, buddies! Come on! I hate this water. It's better that it's out here. Come back over here! Y'all don't need to be over there. Come on, come back over here. It's better than it being in my house. Hi, sweet Gobbles. Yes, she's such a doll. Yes, this is a good cow. Aren't ya? Yes. Come on, Bean. Come on, Beano. He's like, you don't have any food. Why don't I come over there? I don't have anything. I don't. I'm sorry. Look at your cute nose. don't know if they'll stay, but at least they're not in the backyard. Oh, goodness. Look at this magnificent boy. Duke, it's going to be your weather here in a few hours. Maybe it will snow. That will make you happy. He loves snow. It's his favorite thing. Isn't it? See, other than milk bones, probably my favorite thing. Oh, you must have been really slobbery. You have slobber on the top of your head. Don't ya? Yes. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the boys. So this is the area that they've been working on the dirt today. You can see all this water. So it rained in about a week. And so this is how we take our hay out to our cows, is down this little road. And all the flash flooding has washed this out pretty significantly. So they're trying to do some fill dirt in here to kind of just raise it up. What happens is the pond overflows over here and then it runs all down this way and just stops right here because a neighbor's pasture is higher than ours. So it has nowhere to go. We're trying to alleviate that by today. We dug out, and I probably won't be able to see it too well from here, but this trench for the pond that goes through this big pipe and out, and it does flow out. And so if we can lower the pond down to where it will drain, and it is still flowing pretty good, to drain the pond pretty well so that it won't overflow. But it's, you know, he's ready to all this up just trying to do dirt work because it's so wet and it won't dry out, and it's going to rain tomorrow. So it's just kind of this never-ending process. But we've got to figure out a way to get bales out to the cows. Not really sure. They talked about, this is a really low area and it's full of water as well, but they talked about just taking a bale and dumping it over the fence. I don't know. Can't really see, but there are 4 hay rings out here. There's one here. There's one here. They're orange. And there are some out there where we typically feed. We have a lot less cows this year, so we're going to feed less hay, but it's just, this water is a mess. Okay, so the last thing I did was just put mineral and all the feeders. Hi, nosy Nellies. Eat some minerals. So I filled up all 3 of the big feeders, and then I bought today that little, you can see that little blue feeder, because we just really needed one more spot for breakfast in the morning. And so, see, Daisy's decided she's only gonna eat mineral out of there. Tink can reach that one, that's great. So that's the last thing, just to make sure they have enough mineral. I'll fill up hay tonight when I lock them in, when the sun goes down. That's really it. They're gonna have all the hay and warm water they can eat. They're gonna get doubled up on their grain. They're all up to date on wormer. As far as goats go, these guys will have straw. Again, access to as much water as they need. They'll get doubled up on their grain ration. And then these guys will get a little bit just more feed. They get fed twice a day anyway, because they're not grazing and they're not eating hay, so I feel like it's important. They're so funny. They're so excited about the straw, y'all, and it is not even cold outside. You're so cute, Timney. But they'll get something else to eat tonight with their pig feed. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video just about what we're doing to take care of our animals during a major temperature swing. Pneumonia is definitely a big concern for us, being wet and the change in temperature. It's not necessarily the cold, more than just a really dramatic shift in temperature. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to just subscribe to the channel and ring the little notification bell so that you know every time I put out a new video, and we'll see you guys later.